To bring in CTV's political commentator Scott Reid on more with what we can expect. Good morning to you, Scott. So the Prime Minister will address caucus today. What do you think his message will be?
I think his message is going to be focus on the economy, jobs and growth. That has got to be the #1 preoccupation. He wants it to be seen as the #1 preoccupation of his government, of his caucus members, of his cabinet. And so I think he'll be telling them that is what we are here to do, to protect jobs, to protect our economy, to strengthen our economy, and to persevere through these headwinds that have been triggered by Donald Trump's tariff policies.
We are learning that the government is considering scrapping tariffs on Chinese EVs, electric vehicles, to try to make some progress on the really harsh canola tariffs that China has put in place. How do you see that playing out? Will that move impact negotiations with the U.S.?
Well, it's bound to. It will be unwelcome by the Trump White House because they worry about a backdoor entry into North America for Chinese EVs. But, you know, what are we to do? Donald Trump is the one who has uncorked this, sort of tariff orgy that's now gripping the entire developed world. And, Canada looks at this situation. Remember, the Prime Minister's on the prairies in Edmonton today, and we look at what the impact of these canola tariffs have been on our agriculture and agri-food sector. They're severe. So there are massive policy and trade and geopolitical implications to lifting those tariffs on EVs. But people are hurting. And I think more than anything, the Prime Minister's message and focus throughout the fall has got to be, we are doing everything we can to, in the short term, support our workers and our industry through this difficult period. And over the long term, create the conditions for us to be able to grow, even if we can't rely on the United States, or for that matter, China.
Do you anticipate that there will be more distance made between this government and the policies of the Trudeau government? I'm thinking specifically on the environmental front, Scott.
They're pretty much running out of room to distance themselves. I think they've pretty much knocked down almost all of the remaining policy phantoms of the Trudeau era. Look, I do think that there is a view that policy and political situation have changed. Those circumstances have changed dramatically because of the tariffs and because of the reaction of the rest of the world. It has definitely altered the way in which we and others are approaching climate change and the balance between climate and economic policies. But beyond that, I think that the Prime Minister is also of the view that contrast with Trudeau is probably still a political benefit for him, even though they're the same party, even though they bear the same banner. I mean, it is a very different feeling government, and I think by and large, Carney recognizes that accrues benefit to him.
Mr. Scott Reid, thank you so much, Scott. Good to see you this morning.